All right, we're back. It's episode 6 of Lincoln Eats. Beautiful summer July day here, and today's episode is brought to you by Premier Windows and Doors, and I have Todd Wagner here.
Hello.
Where are we eating today?
Well, let's pick Carmela's. It's a good little spot. They make good steaks here.
Let's go.
Check it out.
So anyway, tell us why we picked Carmela's.
Basically, first time I ever ate here. Usually I do not get steaks at restaurants. Usually they just don't cook them as good, and the cut's not that good too. But the first time I got steak here, it was the prime rib, and it was a black and blue. It basically blue cheese with bacon bits. And since then they've changed the menu a couple times, but the steak's still good. Every time I order it, it's still pretty much the same, just a little bit different flavor variety, I would say.
Well, I'm gonna definitely have to get one of the steaks if they're that good.
No, they are, dude. No question about it.
So, what's new in your world? Tell us about
Not much,
any
man.
fun projects going on.
Just got done with the real kind of, I don't know, technical kind of install, a lot of like pentagrams and stuff like that. So that's over with, but we're launching a bunch of money into marketing right now. So this is just right on par for what we're doing right now. So any kind of
residential, commercial?
but mainly just residential right now.
Okay.
All residential installs. We'll be wholesaling here sooner, hopefully sooner than later, but it's steady right now, just trying to get the volume up where it needs to be.
Tell me more about the windows. Like,
basically what's different about Premier Windows and Doors is the glass packages that we can get in the windows. The frames and sashes are all foam filled, insulated. It's about as high performance as you can get. But the glass, it's not a newer technology, but newer to the area. It comes and goes here and there. It's called heat mirror, which basically works as it's a thin filament that's in between both panes of the windows, and it essentially blocks all UV, BTUs coming through and UV rays. So it's 99%, I think 99.5% UV blockage, and then the thermal performance of it basically just cuts out any heat coming through from the sun itself. So there's kind of two aspects where it really works good at, and it essentially turns the dual pane window into like a 6-pane window. And the cost is about, it's about as average as you can get. It's not an expensive product. It's exactly where windows need to be priced at, and that's what kind of I wanted to bring here and start, putting the word out is kind of the goal with that.
right.
And so that's
So, I mean, it's on average. What would you say per window? Like on an old house like I got, what?
Usually what we want to do is, on an average, is $600 per window install finish is what
Gotcha.
we want it to be at right there. I think we have different windows, so obviously it can vary a couple $100, below or above. But 600 is the average that we want to hit. We just feel like that's about the right price that most people can afford, because if you're looking, average house is anywhere from 10 to 18 windows, I'd say. So you're looking at the low end of about $6,000 for a full home replacement, and then on the high end about $9,000 to $10,000. And I feel like people think that windows are really expensive when some companies are a little bit higher. They charge a lot more, but they still can't get the performance out of the window that we have. So with what we're trying to give you is basically, I think, your best option no matter where you go.
So let's see, River Guide to Selling Windows. That's quite a.
Well, yeah, it started construction. I've been building since I was 16. You know what I mean? It's all I've ever known. So actually, when I went to go fishing, I just wanted to take a break from construction. You know what I mean? It's like the demand in Nebraska is just insane for anything you kind of want to get into.
Right.
So I always had that to fall back on, and then kind of got to figure out where you want to be. Is kind of the way I see it.
So we are gonna play golf. You got to beat me in one hole.
Okay.
And you're like a scratch golfer.
Yeah.
So how would you handle? You played with me the other day. How would you handicap me?
Depends on what hole we're playing. I'm going to give you a stroke. I think you're about a 20.
Can I get like one mulligan off the tee?
A mulligan and a stroke. Okay, I'll give you a mulligan off the tee, and then we'll see how that goes. Possibly you get a stroke. That looks pretty delicious.
That looks
Like
Carmela's.
coffee ribeye steak with a special ketchup on the side.
Nice.
And
How are we gonna play golf after
Dude,
this?
I don't know. This is coming home.
This is part of my handicap is
Yeah.
to
This is what you
plunk
do.
you up. This is gonna get you all
I'm
tired
good.
out. You're gonna be ready
I was
for a
waiting,
nap.
dude.
Get a look at that.
Yeah, this is.
That's done right.
Yeah.
Oscar's
Crab
steak.
cake with the filet of hollandaise sauce. About as good as it gets.
Mm-hmm. That
Wow.
looks delicious.
It's freaking awesome.
I love fresh asparagus. Do you do a lot of cooking at home?
Steaks.
Really?
Steaks and seafood, yeah. I love cooking seafood. I love smoking salmon.
Where do you get your stuff from?
Usually Hy-Vee has a very good selection. When they have their deals, it's about as good as you can get, especially for crab and stuff like that.
Have you ever bought? I've always wanted to.
What?
One of those live crabs from their tank and
Oh, the lobsters.
the lobsters.
Yeah.
What did I say? Live crab.
Crab.
The lobsters. Yeah. Now, are you propane or charcoal guy?
More charcoal. Charcoal definitely, I feel like, for steaks. You gotta cook it a little bit longer, a little bit, like, not as hot, I guess I'd say. It's hard to get charcoal where you want to get it, so you kinda gotta watch it. But I kinda like my meat red anyway, so maybe.
Yeah. No, I do too. I even do hamburgers medium,
Oh, yeah.
you know. Never been sick, you know, knock on wood, but I'm not a big fan of like overly smoked foods, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like salt and pepper, you know, or people put these fancy rubs. It's like, don't do it. Just salt and pepper.
For any type of brine, just salt and pepper. If you're gonna smoke some salmon, put some sugar in there, brown or regular, you know. But that's it. You gotta keep it really simple. And you shouldn't, and don't over smoke. And I think any food that you smoke, it only takes like, I think it's like 80 minutes. Is your max that you need to smoke almost anything.
Really?
And for the most part, yeah, you just need to keep it at a certain temperature to where it dries it out a little bit. You know. But the smoke flavor, I think, just stays in there. If you over smoke it, I mean, I guess you can dry it out because of it. I don't know. It's overwhelming sometimes. Sometimes it's overpowering.
So if you had advice for, you know, 20-year-old Todd, what would you tell your 20-year-old self? Things that you know now, you go back. What would
I don't know, you know, probably don't work as hard when you're younger. Because I feel like you kind of burn yourself out. You kind of, when you get up to where you're at now, it's going to be the same thing. I feel like you need to enjoy yourself a little bit more when you're younger.
That's what you tell a 20-year-old self? I'd be like, buy this thing called Facebook. Buy it.
That wasn't even out yet.
Well, no, that's my point. That point being, like, you know, you're Marty McFly, you're going back to the future. And it's like, what were you gonna? Here we are, part 2, Lincoln Eats with Premier Windows and Doors. Todd Wagner, through your challenge today. I'm taking you to hole 3, blue course at NUMark. You all know it as Highmark, but it's NUMark. It's awesome. You got to get par or better. If you don't, you got to pay for this whole shebang. All right. So the pressure's on. These cost like $20,000 to do. So what do you think your odds are?
I don't know. As long as I keep it out of the water, it'll be all right.
Yeah, you think the camera's going to make you a little nervous?
No.
All right, I'm going to play alongside you.
Okay.
So
we got sideways.
we will have some side wagers going on. But anyway, let's go do this.
Birdies double.
Birdies double. Press when you're mad.
Okay.
All right, let's roll.
All right.
You're not going to use driver? You ready for this? No. Good luck.
Good luck.
This is
Pressure's on.
pressure's on. I get a mulligan off the tee.
Okay, you get 2 off of that.
Yeah. You want me to go first? Why don't you go first?
You go first.
Take the pressure off. You swung today. No broken clubs, no lost balls.
Don't throw one in. Actually, I think I have a wedge in that water. I do actually.
Now I try and play old man golf. 150 straight down the middle. I got it. Ripper and ripper. Let me give you a rundown basket what we got. Here I am, like I said, like right down the middle. Old man golf, straight. Todd's up there. I mean, what, 20 yards? 40 yards? This is why it's a par 5. I talk shit and now I can't hit the ball all of a sudden. How far are you to the hole? Did you even measure?
I am 176. No win.
176. What are you using there?
7 iron.
7 iron?
7 iron. Alright.
I don't want to be in your swing. So I'm
Oh,
gonna
no,
step
you're
back.
fine. No, nothing's gonna bother me.
Nice ball. Get up there.
You're gonna get close.
Nice.
Ah, short.
All right, well, we're putting.
Button?
Yep.
Alright, put on. Yeah, we got 2 gentlemen's eagles.
2 gentlemen's eagles going on. I don't know if you can see where I'm at, Bass. I'm just on the edge. Probably got what, like a 60-footer?
Yeah. Right.
Hey, but at least we're putting for
up,
eagle.
yep.
I don't know how this is a par 5. It should be a par 4.
Yeah.
Look at your shot. Oh, man.
Oh.
Not even close. Get in there. Ah.
Oh!
God. Eagle for the
Yep.
win. Go ahead, look in the camera.
Thanks. Hey, Premier Windows and Doors out here with Century 21, Lincoln Eats.
Yep.
Congratulations to Clay. Hopefully this is a new endeavor, a good endeavor.
Where can we find you?
Visit premier.com. Phone number. Phone numbers?
Yeah.
402-730-1258. And yeah,
And they can click below. We'll put a website below you.
Yep.
Click below.
click the link.
Yeah, definitely. If you need new windows, you got to give my buddy Todd a call here. He'll hook you up. So thanks again, Todd. Good
You
shooting.
bet.
Thanks
Thank
for the
you.
lesson. We're going to continue this golf lesson. Another episode brought to you by
Yep.
Lincoln Eats and Premier Doors. So that's a wrap.
Premier
Go make
Windows
some
and
money.
Doors.
Premier Window and Doors. We'll edit that out. But anyway, thanks again. Appreciate the views, the likes, the shares, the comments. Let us know. We need ideas for future videos. So we're here providing the best content for small businesses. Give us a call. Thanks. Todd, you earned one of our new shirts here due to Lincoln East baseball team having a misprint. What they thought was, supposed to be Lincoln East. But one person's mistake is another man's,
I guess it's my
fortune.
reward.
I told him I'd take every single one of them. So everyone who gets a challenge gets a shirt. So
Cool.
thanks
Well,
again,
thank
man.
you, man.
What'd you think of it?
Appreciate it. No, it's fun. Definitely fun. We had good food, good golf. I think we're going to continue playing golf.
Yeah, that's the case. We're going to play some more golf. We'll see you next time. This has been Lincoln Eats with Premier Windows and Doors.
Yes, sir.
Let's go make some money.
All right.